Will you be relocating back to Canada with family? Oh, hey loves, and welcome back. I want to get very comfortable because in this video we are going to be very personal and I'm going to be answering some of your questions. It's been a while since we did one of these Q&A chit chat. Let's have this conversation. So we're going to be doing that in this video. I'm thinking we'll turn this into like a weekly series. So what I'm thinking is I would have a link right here so you guys can ask me any questions relating to personal development, personal finance, content creation, what else again, beauty, whatever aspect. I would definitely be more than happy because I do get a lot of questions on my YouTube videos. However, it's always like hard to go back to those questions because I might not really know exactly where those questions are or what videos those questions were asked. So I'm going to leave a link right here so that way it is streamlined. That way I have all the questions in one single page. So yeah, if you have any questions relating to personal finance, personal development, digital marketing, making money, creating content, definitely feel free to ask me on there. So let's start. I usually like this kind of videos because they are usually unplanned, but they are so entertaining because they always come from the heart and the mind as well. So I do have some of your questions right here. This was from Instagram. And hi Insta family. I feel like Instagram always gets my content last. And there's something about the YouTube community that I feel like I've built a lot of intimacy with you guys. You guys have seen me grow. You've seen me go from singlehood to married to having kids because I like how positive this community is. And I want it to remain that way. So the first question was, how do you stay consistent? This one is I feel like I have a lot of videos relating to consistency and things that I do. But what I like to do is at the end of every single month, I usually write down the contents I did well and the contents I didn't. Figure out why those contents didn't do well and then figure out why the contents I did well did well. Now, having a holistic idea of what is working on my channel and what I want to do in the future would help me prepare for the next month. Now, I'm getting somewhere. Let me land. Now, at the end of the month, like I said, I usually have a list of content that are performing amazing, right? I use those content to help me generate new content for the next month, for the next week, right? Now, when I have a list of ideas that I want to work on, I then start creating scripts around it. I do my research, see what's working, see what I can add, and then I create scripts around it. I usually like to have about 2 to 3 scripts prepared down before I even think of recording, before it is my filming day. So that way, when it is my filming day, I can instantly film 2 to 3 to 4 videos, right? While I'm even filming those videos that I've scripted, I might as well even film an unscripted vlog in the day in the life vlog. So I might even film that. So making it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos that I can film in a single day. The way that I stay consistent is for me to prepare, right? I like to prepare my week, my month, and quarter, and then a year, right? So that's an advice I would give you if you only have one day in a week where you can film. If you have a 9 to 5 job and you feel like you can only film on a Saturday, you can use Monday to Friday to prepare for Saturday. Write out the list of content you want to film, create a script around it. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to show? What do you want to add? What do you want to remove? And what do you want to film with? What hair? I feel like we overlook we overlook styling, right? We think we have to only worry about the script, that we forget that styling is also involved. And with styling, we also think about the branding. There are a lot of creators that stick to one color, one style, one mood. They wear like a black shirt for all their videos. They wear white shirts for all their videos, pink shirts for all their videos, neutral tones for all their videos. But in a situation whereby you don't have that consistency with how you're dressing and your branding, it's good to also plan, what am I going to wear? What am I going to look like for the video. Where do I want to film it? How do I want to film it? Do I want to use it on my phone? Do I want to film it in a car, in a bathroom? Have all those ideas, so that way when it's time to film, you're hitting it back to back to back to back to back. Okay, so preparation is something that I don't take lightly, and it's now part of me. And you see me in my previous videos where I use my board to prepare for the month, for the week. So it does really help. So yeah, that's the only way I stay consistent, is by planning. Kelechi, will you be relocating back to Canada with family? Yes. Yes, I will be. But the question is when, right? We're not sure when. I feel like we kind of know when, but we're not certain as to when. I don't know if that makes sense. But it is a short and long-term goal to relocate for obvious reasons, right? We just want stability, and we want security as well. Those two S's is so important. We want security, we want stability. And if I'm currently in Nigeria, I'm Nigerian, and this country is moving mad. It is literally moving mad. You cannot predict what it would be like in the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. And now I have 2 kids. I'm not down for uncertainty. I want the best for them. So sacrifices that we're making now, any decision we're making any decision I'm making in my life is not even for me. It's for the children. So that is all I'm gonna say. So you guys should stay tuned for that. When we eventually move, you guys would move with us and adapt with us and grow with us and learn with us and evolve with us. Initially, I was so hesitant to move. I still am. I'm very scared because life there is totally different from life here. There are pros and cons to living in Canada, and there are pros and cons to living in Nigeria. Like, I love my Nigerian life. I am blessed. I'm privileged. Like, I have a lot of assistance. It's easy for me to balance my life here in Nigeria. Now in Canada, I don't know how that's gonna look like, because I can't even lie, I am spoilt. My husband has spoilt me. So yeah, that's something I'm scared for. But like I always say, there's nothing we cannot handle. God will not give you what you cannot handle. So yeah. Okay, someone says, are you still going to teach us how to be influencers in 2024? That is, build a creator community. No and yes. I'm not going to teach you how to be an influencer, but I'm going to teach you how to use your unique selling proposition, how to use your unique voice, how to use you to create people that aspire to see someone like you and to be someone like you, and then use that to grow your brand and grow your community in a way that it is highly profitable. So I feel like this 2023-2024 ideation of influencers is so, I don't know, like when we see influencers, when we hear influencers, we're thinking of people who maybe have done their body, they look so perfect, they have a lot of money, you know, they're aesthetic, they're models, blah 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 blah. That is the instant idea that I get, and I know a lot of people get when they hear influencers, right? They are hard to reach, you know, but I feel it is so important to build a brand that, even though it is aspirational, it is also something that is realistic and all of that, and faking a lifestyle and trying to be what you're not. So what I'm real. So what I want to teach people is how to be real and how to use that realness, or what we call authenticity, to be a magnet to other people and other brands and other like minds, in a way that you can grow your own ecosystem and build a brand that is profitable and, you know, flourish in the long run. So yes, I will be teaching you how to do that, but not how to be an influencer. I am an influencer, if however you want to call me. I do have influence, but I don't like using that word. I'm more of a creator and a creative. So with influence, yeah, let's use that. Someone still says, are you still going to move to Canada? By the way, love your content. Like I said, yes, I am. But the question is when and when. So, yeah. Oh, someone said, do you have a car that you can dash me? I wish. I wish. I wish I was like Oprah Winfrey that was just dashing people cars. But something I'm working on as a creator is, I'm going to talk about this later on. I don't want to speak into it and then yeah. But when it finally manifests, I want to give back. All right? Not because, I don't know. I just want to give back. I don't know if that makes sense. But it's something that I feel like I've always wanted to do, but I didn't know how to, and how to make my platform to be of that. So that is something I'm going to work on very soon. So another question is, please recommend where to get copyrighted songs for YouTube as a beginner. I would say get it from YouTube Audio Library. If you're a beginner, you don't want to like incur a lot of expenses when you're starting off YouTube. Now, YouTube Audio Library has a variety of songs. Now, I know that there are other platforms like SoundCloud. You can search on YouTube, but personally, I'm not a fan of that because you never really can tell, right? If those music you're downloading from YouTube is actually copyrighted, even if it's not, even if it is even if it doesn't have any restrictions. If you use that music, what will happen in 2-3 years? Are you going to have issues with it? So the safest way to go is to just use from the YouTube Audio Library. And now, once you level up, or once you feel like you want to start investing in your business, in your YouTube business, then you can use platforms like Epidemic Sound. Now, I know there are other platforms, but I've been using Epidemic Sound since I pretty much started, not when I started using it in 2017, and I started YouTube in 2016. So all my songs from 2017 up until now is from Epidemic Sound. And yeah, you do have to pay a monthly subscription fee, but in my opinion, because of the quality of the content I put out, and it is also like business expenses, it's definitely worth it. So yeah, for me. How did you overcome fear of labor? I'm having my son in 2 months and I'm so scared. I don't think you can overcome it. I don't think anyone can ever overcome that fear of labor. I have 2 kids and I'm still scared of getting pregnant. I'm so scared of getting pregnant. And then, because I still have PTSD from the 2 childbirth that I went through. And I don't think it can ever leave my mind. Because anytime I watch or I see or I hear like pregnancy and labor, like I start cringing because it I don't know how to explain the torture. Hey, the pain, the torment, the torture. What is it? Haven't you done enough? But it is crazy. I remember when I was first pregnant for my first child, Carson. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. That made me terrified even more. But it also made me knowledgeable as to what to expect. So I wasn't expecting it to be all rosy. I knew that it was going to be painful. But then something I wanted to learn was like, how can I cope and how can I manage with the pain, right? So I did a lot of hypnobirthing, right? Is that what they call it? Where you learn breathing techniques, different ways to manage pain. And honestly, pain is more psychological than physical. You know how sometimes you can watch someone who is injured, maybe they've broken their bones and they are bleeding, and it feels like you're feeling the pain. Oh my God, right? But nothing has happened to you. You're fine. But that psychological effect has kind of put the pain on you, right? So that is just it. If you can learn or master how to psych yourself or think positive or get your head out of your head, then you are good to go, right? But I feel like that's what helped me in the beginning, was knowing that this is going to hurt like crazy, but I need to understand that I can get through it and I can do it and I'm built for it. And you know, it's just a phase. Like it's gonna last for like a couple of hours or sometimes minutes. So you just have to see like the light at the end of the tunnel and be like, oh yeah, this is gonna come to an end soon. When is it gonna come to an end? Like just know that there's an end to it, right? And that end comes with a lot of baby crying and diaper change. But the end comes with a lot of joy, right? That's what I meant. Oh my goodness. So, like for me, I think the laughing gas, right? But in my opinion, that did not help me. It helps me for like the first 15 minutes. After that, the pain that kept coming, it entered. Okay, that's a story for another day. Another questions. I love you so much. You're beautiful. Thank you so much. I started my YouTube channel new. I'm currently in 655 subscribers, but my videos are really not getting views. Yeah, same with me. Same with me. I have over 180,000 subscribers. My videos are not really getting views, but that's not something that I consider relevant. What I think is relevant is what you're putting out. Is it relevant enough? Does it have value? And if it does, that value might not be actualized or seen instantly. It might take a couple of weeks, days, months for that value to be seen. But let me tell you, once that value is seen, the algorithm skyrockets your videos and your channel as a whole. So something I would say is, if whatever you're putting out is valuable, don't stop. Continue putting it out in a matter of, if you're lucky, days, if you're even lucky, weeks, months, might even be years, but I hope and pray not. If whatever you're putting is valuable, it takes just one video to really do well. And that one video would have a snowball effect on your other videos and your channel as a whole. I've seen that work for other people, a lot of people, and I've seen that personally work for me. That was what helped me grow my channel. I started off my channel, I had about 10,000 subscribers, amazing. And no, I didn't have, like I built it to about 10,000 subscribers after doing YouTube for like 3-4 years. I didn't see that massive change. However, I continued doing what I was doing. I was giving out a lot of valuable resources and content that would help creators find their gold and create. I was sharing tips on how to create, how to build your YouTube channel, how to grow on YouTube, how to start up on YouTube. And I wasn't getting views, but you can go back and check. My content was fire. I still have a lot of people commenting like, oh my God, this is August in 2024 and I'm watching this video and it's so valuable. And these were videos I filmed like 4 years ago. So yeah, my point is, just keep putting out whatever you're putting out. If one video does well and your other videos were also amazing, it's gonna have like a snowball effect. They're gonna jump from one video to another video to another video. YouTube is gonna keep recommending your videos and your channel. And yeah, that's the only thing I can tell you. Consistency and quality content, and be patient and optimistic, and know that it is going to work out regardless of whether it works out now or in the next 3 years. Like for me, for instance, I see my views and I know like, yeah, I know that like when it's gonna hit, it's gonna hit, and you guys will see it. So just be patient, enjoy the process, and yeah, keep on doing what you're doing. So how do you come up with an ideal strategy to push your social media and do your content? Advise a beginner content creator. Strategy is all about creating, I don't know, say if it's systems or methods that could or would not be proven to work, right? Now, with creating a social media strategy, you're creating systems, you're creating steps, you're creating processes that you have to follow consistently, and by the strategy, by the methods that you have created. Something I would say is, figure out what you're comfortable with. watch a lot of videos on how to grow, how to level up, and see what ideas and advices you can take, and how you can also implement that in a way that it will suit yourself and your channel. There are strategies that will tell you film like this, do like this, post like this, use this hashtag, use this. There are so many strategies online on like social media strategies on how to grow. But what I'll tell you is you have to figure out what would work for you. I know people that have created strategies and methods, and they have like a full-blown production team, best lenses, best cameras, best everything, best processes. They posted, it works for them. And I've seen people that just grab their phone, press record, and speak their mind, and they're going viral. So it depends on what would work for you, and you don't really know what will work for you unless you try, right? You can take from different people, but I would say create your own strategy, create your own system, create your own path, and see how you can use that, right? Like for me, for instance, I can take advice from different people, but Kelechi is still Kelechi. I want to attract people that will be attracted to Kelechi. I don't want to attract people that will be attracted to Z, because that's what Z does. Does that make sense? So don't copy and paste. Copy, adjust, and replicate. Let me see another question. Marrying a different tribe. How were you able to convince your parents? Because I'm having difficulties in mine. Luckily, my parents are not tribalistic, and I thank God for that. I don't have that issues. I never had that issue. When I was even getting married, I don't even think my mom asked me, like, first off, like, oh, where's he from? I don't think it was like ever, I don't think it was never a topic for discussion. So I will not be in the right position to convince you or to advise you on how to change your parents' perceptions or your parents' worries about inter-tribe marriage, right? My sister wasn't married to someone from our tribe, right? My sister, obviously, we're Igbo. She got married to someone from Delta State. I'm from Anambra State. I got married to someone from, Edo State. So we're not so hinged on, oh, you have to marry someone from your village or from your state or from that's Igbo. I don't believe in that. If I'd even lived abroad, I would have even married someone that might be from a different country. But like, we're not so rigid to that. And yeah, I do have a brother that is married to someone that is not from Nigeria as well. So we're not so tribalistic. And my dad will tell you, my mom will also tell you, like, this person you're with, do you love the person? Are you happy? If your answer is yes, Oto, bye-bye. Obviously they'll do that due diligence, background, blah, 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 blah. But the real question is, are you happy? Does this person make you happy? Do you feel like you can spend the rest of your life with this person? Does this person treat you nice? Does this person know you? And that's all that really truly matters. Are you going to be happy in this marriage for the rest of your life? So those are the only questions that were asked, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, okay, that's good. Do you? You're over 21. You're an adult, so you can make decisions for yourself. I can only advise you as a parent. I cannot enforce you to do or go this path. And I do give my parents like kudos, because my mom never really, or my dad never really told me, you must not do YouTube, you must do a conventional 9 to 5. No, I don't even think my mom knew I was doing YouTube or like what YouTube meant, because I didn't even know what YouTube was up until like 2022. No, up until 2020, I didn't even know the magnitude and the potential of digital marketing up until like 3 years ago, right? So our parents, trust me, they had no clue. So it was more or less like, okay, you're smart, you have your BSc, you have your MSc, amazing. Go into the world, figure out yourself, and work hard. And I'll tell you, I really worked hard at the beginning. I would sleep like 4 a.m. I'd wake up like 9 a.m. and I would film back to back to back. I would edit like crazy. I when I want something like this, I'm like a mad person. Like I'm I'm addicted to something. I get addicted to work. Let me just put it that way. Like if I say I want to post every single day, I'm not gonna eat, I'm not gonna sleep. I will just be like a robot. And it has a good side, it has its bad side. But I'm very perseverant. Like I persevere a lot. And I think that also helped me as well. So yeah, I just I just diverted now. But all I could say is the best thing you can do is to give your parents reasons why that person is best suited for you, not highlighting tribal differences, right? Give them a picture of your long term life, your current life with the person, and reasons why you feel like it would be best suited. Because listen, if anything goes wrong, they'll be like, I said it, I said it, don't marry this person from this tribe. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, the decision is yours. It is your life. This is the beginning of your second half of your life. And you have to make the decision by yourself with the advice of your parents, your guardians, your family, right? But they're not going to be with you when you're sleeping with your partner at night. They're not going to be with you when you have kids and you're raising your kids and you're giving birth and you're taking them to school every single day and you're having fights with your partner and you're having, happiness with your partner and you're traveling the world with your partner or you're living the life with your partner. They're not going to be with you every single day. You are the one going to be with yourself and your partner and your family. So you have to, consider that and really ask yourself, aside from my parents' concerns, is this person really right for me? And if your answer is yes, then fight for it. Because at the end of the day, not only you come, not only you go, So I need advice on how I can reach my first 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Kind of stuck on 3K, all thanks to your teaching. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I'm happy when I see a lot of comments on how I've helped people grow, and I feel like I've stopped creating all those kind of content because I've been trying to balance like what my new reality is like and things I love currently, and I want to infuse everything together. And yeah, so how can I reach my first 10,000 subscribers? That'll probably be in a different video, but everyone struggles. Everyone is like, it's like a life cycle. You have a peak, you have low, it's stable. You just have to kind of ride the wave. Regardless of what your results are, you have to keep pushing. But I'll do another video on this one because this is a very wide topic that I definitely kind of like cover in this video. So yeah. Hi Kelechi. How do you balance being a mom of 2 now and still creating amazing content? Ooh. Okay. I think this relates to how the first question I got that spoke about how I'm able to be consistent. To be honest with you, I'm in a situation whereby all of my domestic work has been delegated and outsourced as well. You have to define what your opportunity cost is. What is most important to you? Like what do you want to prioritize? And we made our priorities. Like, can you achieve your fullest potential by juggling all these things together? And I'm like, no. Okay. So if we can delegate and outsource things that are menial and you can focus on building and growing and scaling, like what would the cost be? I'm like, it's not even up to 10% or 5% of your monthly income. So, so what I would say is, personally for me, I'm blessed and fortunate enough to be able to outsource some of my personal struggles, some of my personal tasks, right? Things like cooking, cleaning, what else again? Laundry, things that would at time wasting for me, right? I can do all those things, mind you, but they are not really priority because what I want to do at this age bracket and at this time of my life, because I have kids, I have to provide as well. I want to reach my fullest potential. And you can't really reach your fullest potential if your hands are full with a lot of things that are weighing you down, right? So, like I said, balance, it's all about finding a balance, right? You can't have too many personal things holding you down and like your career is like struggling, right? So, yeah, anything that is time wasting and it's not productive for me, I outsource it, right? I'm trying to do that in my own professional life. Like editing, for instance. I love editing, but it takes me about 12 hours minimum to like 48 hours to edit one video. So now I'm in the phase whereby, in order for me to be able to spread myself wide, because I have so many things I want to start doing, but I can't do that because I'm stuck behind the screens editing and doing other things and managing and all that. So I want to start outsourcing and delegating both in my personal and in my professional life, right? Like I said, things like cooking, I would usually spend like minimum of like breakfast, lunch, dinner, like minimum of 5 hours a day, or let me say 4 hours a day. That 4 hours a day could have been put into something productive. And mind you, if you're cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, what time do you have to focus on work, right? If you're doing laundry, like, I'm saying this right now because I'm based in Nigeria, and outsourcing all these is it's quite realistic, right? So maybe if I was in a different country, I would have had to really, 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 really find a balance because yeah. But right now, like, I'm able to find a balance because I've relieved myself from some of the personal things that were weighing me down, and now really focus on myself and my kids and creating a balance that kind of works. So yeah, that's just it. If you can delegate and outsource, that would be amazing. But if you can't, something that I was doing before was to batch cook, batch create, and batch everything else. So you can use Monday to cook, clean, anything that is like manual labor. Use Monday to prepare. Use Tuesday to batch film, batch create, batch script. Use Wednesday to batch edit a lot of videos. Blah, 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 blah. Use Thursday to rest and all that. So that's what I would say, is to just create a system that works for you and find a way to make sure that all your aspects of your life is balanced, right? You're not working too much and not having time for yourself. You're not having time for yourself, or you're being lazy that you're not working. So yeah, create a balance and a system that works for you. Okay, someone said, any advice when looking for a nanny and a housekeeper for busy moms with kids, a 1-year-old and 2 months old? Please don't get anyone without having a family member present while your nanny and housekeeper are working, right? So for me, for instance, I got my nanny. She's amazing. She's been with me for like almost 3 years now. She's like a family member at this point in time. So when I was getting a nanny, I used an agency. I think the Nanny Academy. I'm not sure, but it's like a Nigerian based agency. I got my nanny through them. So they do the whole vetting, the whole training, everything. But I know there are a lot of platforms now. They will do the due diligence. You still have to do your due diligence, do your medicals, do your background check, make sure that they find out where they are coming from, find out where they worked before, why did they leave the job, did they steal, did they do something illegal, find out those basic knowledge, and that's the first thing I ask whenever we're getting an employee, like, what happened? Why did you leave your former job? And they will tell you whatever they can tell you, whatever they want to tell you, but it's your job to do your due diligence. Maybe contact the person. Dealing with kids is a highly sensitive matter. So you want to make sure that you're taking the time to do your due diligence, to make sure that, okay, this person is not psycho. Person will not just wake up one day and decide to break your baby's hand or leg or something else, So call and find out, where is this person from? Does this person have family members? Where are they? Are they in Lagos? Are they in Abuja? Just treat that person like they're about to become a family member, and have like contact details as well. Because the things that are happening now is quite crazy. Have people that can be accountable to them. If you can talk to their previous employer and know, okay, how is this person, would you recommend? What are your thoughts and all that? After you do your due diligence and you figure, okay, this person is okay, you want to work with them, amazing, good. Next step, do your medicals. Make sure that they are fit and all that, because you're working with babies. The contact is too much. Like for the whole 3 months probationary period, I'd advise for you to have someone who is a family member, maybe your mom, be on the lookout. Just supervise if you're not able to supervise. But for me, my mom and myself, I work from home, so I'm always home full time. So I like put you through. This is what you do. This is what you don't do. This is how you do this. How you don't do this. Make corrections. Make adjustments to your own family's style, and just have someone watch and monitor for the next 3 months or 6 months, right? Because they can pretend for 1 week to be Mary, Jesus, to be the best person. But like after a couple of weeks, when they start getting comfortable, their true nature starts to show. So you want to be on the lookout for what they act like and are like after 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, when they start getting really comfortable, right? Just be on the lookout. That's even when my eyes are like, after a month or 2 months, if you've stayed with me for a month or 2 months, I start looking at you, when I know you're comfortable, like, hey, I'll start, your traits will start showing, because you can just like there's only a level of fakery you can fake, and that will become tiring. So when they are comfortable, their true self starts to show, and you can see that and be like, okay, this is how this person is. Can you manage? Do you love? Yes, no, move on, and then pray to God, because honestly, it's only God that can see us through. But I would say that when you're dealing with kids, it's especially 1 year and 2 months, that is so delicate, because they can't even talk, they can't express themselves, they probably can't even walk, or maybe the 1-year-old can walk. That is about it for this video, guys. I've been talking for a little bit over 40 minutes now. But I feel like when I did this video, it's been like maybe 30 minutes or thereabouts. But I definitely enjoyed this video. Let me know if you enjoyed it as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I will leave a link over here. I'm sure it's over here. But you guys to check it out. Ask me any question. Let's keep this going. Maybe I'll pick 1 question or 2 questions or 3 questions per episode. I don't know what I'm going to name this. Also, feel free to recommend names for this new series. Maybe we can call it Kelechi Speaks, Kelechi Unspoken, Converse with Kelly Conversations. I don't know. Give me recommendations for kind of talks like this, where we can chit chat, banter, and have like wise, forward moving conversations. But I'm so happy that I'm able to flow today. I feel like I spoke from the mind and from the heart, and that for me is all that matters. And I always enjoy creating content like this, because it requires little to no preparation. So yeah, thank you guys so much for asking me amazing questions, and I can't wait for you guys to like keep asking questions, and for us to make this into a very interactive session and interactive platform and all that. So I'll leave the link, follow the link, ask me a question, send me a message, and I'll be more than happy to include that in my next video. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, like I always say, make sure you stay blessed and that you stay fabulous. Mwah, kisses. Bye guys.